Have you ever thought about the true value of money? What would you do for a $100 bill? Picture this, the start of a new school year, a classroom buzzing with the anticipation of fresh beginnings. At the helm, a class teacher known for her unconventional teaching methods stands up in front of her eager students, a crisp $100 bill clutched in her hand. She raises the bill high, catching the light just so, and the murmurs in the room fall silent. "Put your hands up if you want this money," she challenges her students, her voice echoing in the sudden quiet. Curiosity piqued, every student in the room raises a hand, eyes locked on the coveted prize. The teacher smiles, her eyes twinkling with a secret. "I am going to give this money to someone here," she declares, "but first, let me do this." Every hand in the room went up, but the teacher had a trick up her sleeve. With the room's attention captured, the teacher proceeded to crumple the $100 bill. With a deft flick of her wrist, the crisp paper was transformed into a wrinkled, crumpled ball. The once sleek surface now bore the marks of her fingers, its perfect symmetry marred by the action, yet the eyes of the students never wavered, their gazes fixed on the bill with unwavering interest. Next, she let the bill fall from her hand, gravity taking it swiftly to the floor. It landed with a soft rustle, a stark contrast to the silent anticipation hanging in the air. The students watched as she stepped forward, her shoe coming down on the bill with a deliberate force. The bill was ground into the floor, the sharp edges of her shoe leaving imprints on the paper, adding another layer of disfigurement to its appearance. She bent down, her fingers closing around the bill and lifting it from the floor. The bill, once pristine, was now crumpled and dirty, its surface marred by creases and the grime from the floor. The teacher held it up for the class to see, the bill's transformation from clean to dirty complete. But the reaction from the students was not what one might expect. There were no grimaces of disgust, no expressions of disappointment. Instead, their eyes remained fixed on the bill, their hands still raised, their desire for the money undiminished. The bill, despite its current state, was still a symbol of value to them. "Why?" the teacher asked, her eyes sweeping over the class. "Why do you still want this bill? It's dirty, it's crumpled, it's not the same as it was before." But the answer was simple. "Because it's still worth $100, came the chorus of replies. The physical state of the bill did not diminish its worth, its value remained unchanged, regardless of the dirt and the creases. Even after being crumpled and stomped, the bill never lost its value to the students. But what, you might ask, does a dirty, trampled bill have to do with us? Well, it's not so much about the bill itself, but what it represents. You see, just like the bill, we too face trials and tribulations. We get crumpled by disappointments, stomped on by failures, and dirtied by the harsh realities of life. We may feel beaten down, tarnished, or even worthless. Yet, as our teacher has so wisely pointed out, our value does not diminish. Our worth is not determined by the obstacles we encounter, nor the scars we bear. We are not defined by the dirt that clings to us, but by the strength we exhibit in shaking it off. Our worth remains intact, just like the bill, no matter the hardships we endure. Our trials may leave us a little crumpled, a little dirty, but they never make us worth any less. No matter what happens, you never lose your value. So, what can we take away from this teacher's unconventional lesson? Let's break it down. Life, like the crumpled $100 bill, can sometimes be messy and challenging. We may find ourselves in situations that leave us feeling trampled on, discarded, or even worthless. However, the essential message from our tale is this: no matter the circumstances or how you may feel in the moment, your value as a person remains constant. It's not conditional on the trials and tribulations you face, or the adversities you overcome. Just like the $100 bill, despite being crumpled and stomped on, never lost its value. You too retain your worth, even when life gets tough. This story is a powerful reminder to maintain your self-worth and resilience in the harshest of times. Remember, you'll always be enough. You have something unique and special to offer the world. Even when life tries to crumple and stomp on you, your value remains unchanged.